Donald Trump getting a new letter from Jack Smith, and we are welcoming in now Lara Trump, 2020 Senior Advisor to President Trump and host of the Right View podcast. Lara, great to have you with us today. Thank you so much for your time.
You got it. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, always a pleasure, but, you know, of all days, we thought 2 o'clock, the Eileen Cannon pretrial hearing would be sort of the story. And then your father-in-law broke the news on Truth that he got a new letter from Jack Smith saying that he's a target of an investigation connected to overturning the 2020 election. In his fashion, you know, he was very vocal about this, the witch hunt, election interference. We've heard a lot of people come out and support him, MTG, Elise Stefanik, and you know his people are going to say this is exactly what he says it is, prosecutorial misconduct. What is your reaction? Have you spoken to your father-in-law about any of this?
I haven't talked to him about this specifically, no. But I'll tell you what, whether I'm his daughter-in-law or just an American citizen, to continue to see the targeting of the #1 political opponent of Joe Biden by Biden's DOJ is very, very concerning. It should concern every single citizen of this country, whether or not you like Donald Trump. It should have no bearing. The fact that Jack Smith and his investigations up into March had already spent $9 million of taxpayer money, again, to go after the one person who I think they know could beat Joe Biden in the presidential election in 2024 is crazy. Think about the amount of money that we spent on the Russia collusion hoax, over $30 million in the Mueller investigation, only to find out that was for nothing, that nothing actually happened in that case. And yet we see time and time again the targeting of one person, Donald Trump. And it's pretty interesting how every time his poll numbers go up, something like this happens. There is another indictment either looming or that has just occurred. It is really frightening, and I think it's very upsetting to people in this country to see the double standard, to see the way that Hunter Biden was treated in his plea deal and treated with kid gloves, and nobody can touch him, and there really is no repercussion for anything that he's done, and he's done some pretty awful things. And yet here you have Donald Trump, who told people on January 6th at the Ellipse to peacefully and patriotically make their voices heard. And yet here we are with yet another indictment looming. It is very frustrating, and I think that it's very dangerous for the future of this country.
Yeah, no doubt. Great points there. And obviously, in the wake of what will play out tomorrow with these IRS whistleblowers, we'll see if the attention will turn from your father-in-law then to possibly the latest on the Biden family, alleged influence peddling and corruption. But again, great to see you today, and thank you so much for your reaction to the latest news there. Another letter from Jack Smith. We appreciate your time as always, Lara.
Thanks, guys.
See you back here soon. Thanks.